look at him. Link! Get up, you drunken swine.
You're a good lad, Fabricius. You're good too, Dexter. You're a good lad, and you must leave me for a better master.
I'll never leave you, master.
For a better master, I said.
You're the greatest.
Every man has a destined path. If it leads him into the wilderness, he's got to follow it with his head high and a smile on his lips.
But you are following the right path, master. You've known success.
What is success? The soldier can reckon his success in victories, the merchant in money. But my world is insubstantial. I live in a beautiful, blinding, swirling mist. The world can offer me nothing. What I need is a woman I can call my wife.
No good. Most of them are his own work. They won't fetch anything. Here's a Rubens sketch, a bit of antique sculpture. Those glasses and beakers, they're genuine. And all the jewels, DXM. The casket.
The jewels, the casket. Very well. Come on. Bunches. There. world. Jewels. A casket. There it is.
Where are the jewels?
We've eaten them. How do you suppose we managed to live?
What are you doing here? Get out. Keep calm, young gentleman.
These gentlemen are here on business. You wouldn't understand. Come, child.
No. I want to know what's going on.
Show him the distraint order.
The distraint order of the Court of Bankruptcy.
You see, Titus, your father owes money.
He'll pay it.
It's a great deal of money. He owes it to the tax collector, to the greengrocer, to everybody. And they all come to me because I'm his agent. I've lost thousands over him myself. We've got to get our money somehow.
Is there no other way? Must you take away his house, everything he has?
He might go to the prince, solicit a commission or a grant.
If he asks for a commission, he'll have to learn to paint properly.
My father paints as he pleases.
Listen, child. You go to your room. And don't waste your time painting and drawing. Look what it brings you to. Come on, get on with your studies.
Don't walk so fast, my gentle sirs. Oh, time you cannot leave behind. Once your mortal souls are shriven, you'll find eternity in heaven. Therefore don't stay, but give today to him that gives is given.
Your business doesn't seem to prosper today.
It's no worse than yours.
What do you know about me and my business?
Everyone knows you. You're the man who paints beggars. Some people say you know better than the beggar yourself.
I like the look of you. You've got the head of a tragic prophet.
I don't like the look of you. You talk like a fine gentleman, but you're nothing but a bad painter.
You old scoundrel. What do you mean by calling me a bad painter?
If you were a good painter, there'd be no need for you to paint beggars. Decent painters paint decent people. Gentlemen of rank. Fine ladies, kings.
I do paint kings. I'll make an Old Testament king out of you.
How much?
How much do you want?
If you were a decent painter, I'd ask half a florin. I'm losing business all the time.
It's a bargain. You shall have your half florin.
Thanks.
I haven't got any money with me. I'll give it to you.
What did I say? You're not a decent painter. Don't walk so fast, my gentle sirs. Oh, time you
All right,
cannot
all
leave
right.
behind.
I want to paint that royal scoundrelly face of yours. Now, you stop here and don't move. I'll come back with your blood money.
Don't walk so fast, my gentle sir. For time you cannot leave behind. Thank you kindly, madam.
Good day, Smuts. I came out without any money. I needed half a florin. Would you lend it to me?
Half a florin in cash?
It isn't much good to me in sugar or cloves.
Well, that reminds me, Rembrandt, you owe me rather a large bill for sugar and cloves.
You frightened you're not going to get your money back?
Oh, I didn't say so, Rembrandt.
Are you going to lend it to me or not?
Well, you were a good customer once.
I should say I was. I put it on the bill. And don't forget to send in your account on quarter day. Good day.
Good day. Debit half a florin to charities.
Young prince arrives at Amsterdam today with his English bride, the Stuart princess. There will be a big reception at the town hall.
Well, what should he do?
Get his name put on the list of petitioners. He should remind the prince that his father was his patron once and ask for a commission or a grant.
All right. He shall go to the prince.
And paint properly.
And paint properly.
He shall paint properly.
Where is she?
The front door.
That's fine. Then she won't hear us.
But there were some men here.
Look at him, Titus. Isn't he King Saul to the life?
Yes, but old Ludwig and the
Never
Roy
mind about that.
Herzberger.
Come on.
All right.
Now, you old scarecrow, put down your stick and take off those rags and get up on the throne.
Up where?
Up there.
Careful.
Titus, the gold brocade and the purple cloak.
Oh.
Put this ring on your finger. You needn't try and pocket that. It's only imitation.
So a young gentleman's going to play to me, is he? Is that the best you can do for me? I thought I was supposed to be a king. A real king ought to have dozens of beautiful females lying around on cushions and offering him drinks.
You're an old king, and you've had all the women you want. What's more, the evil spirit has entered into you.
Has it? What's that?
Have you never heard the story of King Saul?
King Saul? Never heard of King Saul.
Saul was a great king and a great hero of his people. Mighty and strong, the wind of heaven filled his breast, and the hair grew in his head like a lion's mane. But the Spirit of the Lord was not upon him, and he that hath not the Spirit of the Lord within him, all the power of the world and the riches of the earth shall not avail, for his heart will be troubled. Now, at this time, the boy David was tending his father's sheep. He was a comely youth, ruddy and of a beautiful countenance, but he was poor and despised of men. And the Lord spoke, "It matters not what a man sees, for a man sees only what is before his eyes, but God sees into the heart." And the king was troubled by an evil spirit, so that he cried out in the night and could not sleep, and his heart hardened. Then his friends brought the boy David to him, for he was a cunning player on the harp, and a good voice sang out of him. And he played that night before the king until the evil spirit departed from him. Peace entered his soul. So he played and sang the future king of Israel before the king who was to make way for him, the rising star before the waning star, the bright light before the fading one, God's chosen before him whom God had forsaken. And he sang this song: "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in the paths of righteousness. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me."
Open the door! Open the door! I know you're in there. I've got something to tell you. I'll tell you something that's more important than your work. You will sing a different tune when you find yourself without a roof over your head.
Stop that noise!
He still thinks he's the master. A master who's going to be driven out of his own house like a beggar, like a worthless beggar.
They don't seem to think much of our profession here.
Stay where you are, we're working.
Open this door. Titus! Titus, tell your father to open the door.
Father, please don't be angry, but I think it would be better if you opened the door.
Open the door! Open the door! The bailiff's going to be in here. They're going to seize the house. We're going to be flung into the street without a moment's notice. You won't have a thing left to call your own, not even the bed you sleep in.
I don't care.
You don't care. You stand there and see ruin staring you in the face and you don't raise a finger. Look at you. So untidy. Beard all over your face. Listen, you've got to go to the prince. It's your last chance. Tell him how much his father thought of you. Say that through no fault of your own you've fallen upon evil times. Make him give you some commissions or a grant of money. Use your common sense. Attend to your business. Paint the sort of pictures people want nowadays. Look at Flink. He used to be one of your worst pupils. Now he owns a carriage and pair. Why? Because he paints high-class pictures and gives the people what they want for their money. You better do the same, otherwise you'll be ruined and us at long. I've worked and slaved and given my life to this house and the boy. For a man who repays me with nothing but ingratitude. The best years of my life have gone in work and worry. Now I'm to be turned to the streets to starve. He won't raise a finger to say those he's brought to ruin and disgrace.
All right, I'll go to the prince.
You will. I'm to brush you before you can go and see anybody.
Shan't be working anymore today.
And I was just feeling in the right mood. I might not feel like it another day.
You're not really going, are you?
Listen, Titus. If anything happens to me, you go to the country to your mother's people. You'll have a fine life.
No, I mean to be a painter like you.
Don't you wish for that? Don't you want to be a painter? What are you doing here?
Here, take this. It's only imitation.
Where are you going?
Well, we're both going begging. Why don't you come along with me? You may profit by it.
Are you going begging to the town hall, too?
No, to the town gates first. Why don't you come and watch me? I can teach you more about the art of begging than any man in Holland. I still owe you some of that half florin. You can take it out in lessons from me if you like.
I can always learn.
Watch me and see how it's done. Look miserable. Oh, no, not too miserable. If you look a hopeless case, they'll think you're past helping. No. When your right eye waters, let your left eye twinkle. And then, when you show your eggs, cut a caper. So as they say, look at that fella. He may be starving, but he's got a merry air. Then they'll give you some.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you'll never be any good. A born beggar takes what he finds and keeps it.
You needn't be proud of your tricks, you old scarecrow. Any child can learn to catch pennies if it's hungry. Do you know how an artist has to beg at court? An artist has to smile and smile and keep on smiling. May I humbly crave the honor of being presented to His Royal Highness? I am the painter, Rembrandt von Rijn. Oh, yes, I remember you now. Wasn't there some scandal about the picture you painted for the Civic Guard? I hope you've learned how to behave properly. I can't behave properly. Can't beg properly. I can't paint properly. But I can live my life properly.
Without money? Where?
At home. My father's house. It's a mill near Leiden.
A mill among peasants?
I was born a peasant.